how intuitive the controls are in PilotWings Resort that moments after signing up your Me for flight school, you can be flying a plane, a rocket belt, or a hang glider over Woohoo Island. Before you even think about attempting a mission, there's a lot of fun to be had gliding high over locales that you might recognize from Wii Sports Resort, flying through tunnels, and even checking out the inside of the island's volcano. The problem is that after spending a few minutes with each of these vehicles and taking in some of the sights, you've already experienced much of what PilotWings Resort has to offer. There are only two different modes in PilotWings Resort: free flight and mission flight. In free flight, you have just a couple of minutes to explore the island while looking for collectibles that include gold rings, balloons, Me trophies, and the like. Some of these items are pretty well hidden, while others are easy to find but tricky to collect. Stunt rings, for example, can only be collected by performing a specific trick as you fly through them in a plane. Mission flight mode comprises about 40 challenges divided into training, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum categories. You earn a rating of between 1 and 3 stars every time you complete a challenge, and you need to obtain a certain number of stars to unlock each category. Challenges start out easy, but their difficulty ramps up nicely when you reach gold and platinum, to the extent that even 2-star scores might take multiple attempts. If you're someone who enjoys chasing perfect scores, then there's plenty of replay value in mission flight, because when you achieve what the game considers to be a perfect score, you then unlock the ability to beat that score on subsequent plays. You're scored on different aspects of your performance, such as accuracy, landing, and time, but each of these component scores is capped. After you achieve a perfect score, the caps are removed. What's missing, sadly, is a way for you to compare your scores with those of other players, even those with a profile on the same cartridge. What's also missing is the kind of variety that you might remember from 1996's PilotWings 64. There are only 3 different vehicles, plus upgraded versions of them. Oh, and a flying squirrel suit that appears in just one mission. Some of the individual missions bring some much needed variety, but shooting at balloons isn't much different from shooting at targets. And collecting points that are suspended from parachutes isn't wholly unlike collecting points that are suspended from balloons. Some of the best missions on offer are those that stray from the formula of flying from point A to B as quickly as possible while passing through checkpoints. A short mission in which you put out fires using a water cannon mounted on your plane is a highlight, as is one in which you shoot at balloons tied to the back of a car while pursuing it at low altitude. All of the challenges are fun and satisfying to complete, but they're also short. If you don't bother replaying missions to improve upon your initial scores, you could conceivably make it through all of them within just a couple of hours. PilotWings Resort is initially satisfying, but ultimately leaves you wanting more. This is a good-looking game that's easy to pick up and have some fun with, but it lacks both the variety and the longevity to be recommended without hesitation.